Welcome back, True Seeker. You gotta check this out. Every year, the video game Madden Football runs a simulation before the NFL season begins and makes a prediction for what the Super Bowl will be and who will win it and what the score will be. In Super Bowl 49, Madden did it perfectly. They predicted the Patriots would win the Super Bowl over the Seattle Seahawks and the winning score would be 28-24, exactly what it was. Not only does Madden run the simulation before the season's played, which it's been very close to, if not gotten it right several times now, they also run a simulation right before the Super Bowl once the official teams are set. And they've done it 14 years to date. The Madden simulation has been right 10 out of 14 times. And anyway, I just decided to look and see what happened in this year's early season simulation. Should have looked at this sooner. Guess who the AFC Championship was in the Madden simulation that was created before this NFL season even began? It was Patriots over Jaguars in the AFC Championship. And for the NFC Championship, it was Seahawks over Falcons, which are both bird teams. They're also the two teams the Patriots have beat in the last two Super Bowls they've been in. They beat the Falcons last year and the Seahawks in Super Bowl 49. Now they face the Eagles, who they beat in Super Bowl 39. And as I documented earlier this year, there was this story run about the stadium that's hosting Super Bowl 52. Vikings Stadium, reflector of light, murderer of birds. Patriots undefeated against bird teams in Super Bowls. 3-0. With another win, they'd be 4-0. All with Tom Brady, who's 40 years old. So anyway, let's check this out. Right here it is. I'll just read this. Super Bowl LII matchup is set. All good things must come to an end. In this case, the run of the Jacksonville Jaguars was cut short by none other than Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. The defending champs make it back to the Super Bowl with a 35-13 win. And who's been teaching about rigged NFL and 35 and Tom Brady since 2013? In Gematria, Tom Brady equals 35. He has 35 birth numerology. In the preview game for Patriots-Titans, I said look for 35. It was Tom Brady's all-time 35th playoff game. It was the Titans' 35th franchise's playoff game. Tom Brady scored 35 points, had 35 completions. This year's Super Bowl 52 is on the 35th day of the year, and it's going to be a rematch with the Eagles from 13 years earlier. In the NFC, two bird teams, again the same two that are the last two teams the Patriots beat, that score was 42-38. Consider the Super Bowl's on 4/2, February 4th. The Seahawks won this game. Seahawks in Gematria equals 42. And the losing score was 38. Falcons equals 38. Falcons lost with 38. US Bank Stadium equals 38. So does Minnesota. That's the stadium that's hosting Super Bowl 52. So understand, everything about this simulation is scripted by the same code that the actual games are scripted by. And the reason the Madden simulation is so accurate is because it's mocking, it's not simulation. It's a contrived thing to make fun of all the fans who can't see through this obviously scripted league, which are many people, sadly. So the narrative for Super Bowl 52 in the simulation, the GOAT goes down. The Patriots took an early lead in Super Bowl LI up 14-0 by the end of the first quarter. But the Madden curse strikes true, even in a simulation, as cover athlete Tom Brady broke his wrist early in the second quarter. Without their star, the Patriots' offense faltered and MVP Russell Wilson took control. The Seahawks scored 24. Seahawks has Gematria of 24 as well as 42. The Seahawks scored 24 unanswered points to win the Lombardi Trophy. So that means the score was 24-14, 38 combined points. Minnesota 38, US Bank Stadium 38. We just saw the Eagles advance with this many points. This stuff, not coincidental. Also interesting. GOAT equals 43. So does Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks won Super Bowl 48 with 43 points. Seahawks also has Gematria 48. All by the script. 43 is the 14th prime number. Notice the GOAT goes down with 14 points, just like how Carson Wentz went down in week 14. His team won with 43 points. The word end equals 14. There's a few other notes that are interesting. I'll link this blog post below if you want to read through them. Also interesting, this simulation was August 31st. That was 223 days before the conference championships that set the Super Bowl. Philadelphia equals 223 in gematria. So does the Synagogue of Satan, also 223. That matters because this entire code's biblical, and in the Bible there's a letter written to the Church of Philadelphia about the Synagogue of Satan, the false Jews who will rule in the end times. Who controls your sports leagues? Take a look around. In this post, have these articles linked here. It reminds, of the success of the Madden simulation. It was once 9 of 13. Last year it became 10 of 14. We don't know what the simulation prediction is yet, but look for it. It's going to give you clues into what will happen. And I wish my channel wasn't deleted 11 times since this past June by Google, because I used to have a lot of videos on the Madden simulations and broke them down. You could see how year after year, how they script clues within these simulations, which are not. They're planned mockings. You gotta love it. They got the AFC Championship game. The right teams. NFC Championship, another riddle. All right, Truth Seeker. If you're not following the blog, you're missing out on a lot. Until next time.